Welcome to Decor and Design as Easy as Mine. We all have pieces of furniture that have been overtaken by time, that is, in their style or suitability for our current decor. You might have thought about selling them or even giving them away, but that never happened as they became less loved over the years and collected dust in a corner. Take a close look at one piece that you want to make more useful or attractive. If it has legs, it is most likely that at the bottom of each leg there are scratches made by the daily cleaning processes, like the broom or the vacuum cleaner knocking against it. Those legs can be transformed through the dipped in gold process, which I would explain shortly. It simply requires that you measure out a portion of the leg, usually the bottom end, and paint that gold. I am using gold paint, which works well on dark wood or cream white painted wood. It is less likely to be as effective on light colored wood, like oak or beech. But you will need to experiment with various paint techniques and types of wood that you want to work on. But coming back to the dipped in gold process, it is possible to paint the two front legs and sometimes to include the two back legs. And if you do, it should be the same height for both. Now, most of us are afraid of projects because we think we are not artistic or even capable. My view is that we are all artists in the way we dress or furnish our houses, for example. You now just have to build some confidence in your ability to create living decor. That is, decor that you can live with, like refurbishing the old and less loved pieces of furniture you have into items of actual beauty. I have decided to choose a pair of bedside pedestals to work on. The pedestals are made of dark mahogany wood with brass handles on the drawers. The style of furniture is sometimes referred to as the heritage style. It has lived a long and happy life, but there are signs of wear and tear, certainly on the legs of each of these pedestals. This is a view of the other pedestal. As you can see, it is still in pretty good condition, but it will require some creative thinking on how to modernize it. With a little bit of care and attention, this is how it's likely to end. So, the question that you ask is, what would I need for a job like this or a task like this? Methylated spirits, fine sandpaper, paintbrush, a water-based gold metallic paint for decor and furniture, some masking tape, and of course, furniture polish. So let me explain how I got there. First, I wiped down the whole of the pedestal with methylated spirits, which cleans out any grime that might exist on it. Next, using my tape measure, I measured 10 centimeters from the base of each of the two front legs. I then taped that space off well, especially in the groove. A cotton bud is useful to ensure that the tape fits well in the groove. Ensure that the tape is secured tightly on the side that you are going to paint. it is necessary to visualize which aspects of that piece of furniture you wish to accentuate. Once you've decided which areas you're going to paint, apart from the legs, you will then have to tape off those areas. In addition, you are going to tape off areas that the brush is likely to touch. Complete all the taping by ensuring that it is sealed on the side that you're going to paint. You will notice from this view that I decided to paint the two back legs in the same style as the front to create the dipped in gold look. So I measured 10 centimeters from the base, marked off the area with masking tape, sandpapered it, and painted it gold. That then creates a dipped in gold look for all four legs. Ensure that you have sufficient newspaper covering the floor to protect against spills of paint. Lightly sand the taped off area with fine sandpaper. Paint the taped off areas with a brush. Allow for time for it to dry completely. Apply at least 3 coats of paint after the previous coat is dry. For directions on how long you have to wait, please look at the paint container. For any successful project, patience is key. You might be tempted to want to take the masking tape off quickly, just to see how the end product finished. My advice would be to wait at least for 24 hours. So the next day, make sure you pull the masking tape off gently and slowly. The direction you should pull in is away from the painted surfaces. If you pull in any other direction, it is likely to damage the areas that you've already painted. After all the masking tape is taken off, apply an oil-based polish on the unpainted surfaces. You will see that it will glow, and the contrast between the gold and the previous surface is very apparent. Here is a closer look at all the details that have been painted with great effect. Now, as they are placed next to each other, you begin to see the fruits of the labor. It is clear that you can see the dipped in gold look on the front 2 legs of this pedestal. As they are returned to their original spaces, you can begin to see the grandeur of the color of the wood now. The same piece has clearly got a presence now. Now you are able to compare with what was then to what has been achieved with a little bit of effort, time, and some gold paint.